them come. This is their fate.
All right. What's this? The first one back. Welcome back to the House of Wolves podcast. We new year, new me, 2023. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful to be back. See another year. We were recording this on January 2nd and putting it out January 2nd. So it is fresh off the press, and I'm gonna try to get it out before midnight. But yeah. How y'all guys doing? How was your holiday break? I know we didn't get nothing done last week because we were just out chilling with the family, celebrating the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, yaze, stuff like that. So, update the people. It's a slow week, so take your time. Let's get a real background on Jalen and Josh's experience over the holidays. I know that hopefully it wasn't too much Duce involved.
That's Jalen life. My life's not like that. Y'all know Deontay gave us the week off. Finally, he be working us. Y'all don't see him on the background, but he a real Joe Jackson out
here.
We took the week off of the podcast, and I spent a lot of time with family for Christmas. We didn't go out or much, but had presents, had a big Christmas dinner, chill, watch TV, and then after that, I guess maybe it's my in-laws family thing, but we pretty much cleaned the whole house for New Year's in preparation, and then made a big New Year's dinner. It's a lot of Japanese food that I've never had before, so a lot of it I didn't personally eat because a lot of seafood and stuff, and I don't really eat seafood. But it was good. We had the dinner. Family came over for New Year's. We didn't. I don't drink, but it was just more like a family gathering, so it wasn't like a party. And then the next day we went out and visit different shrines in Japan. I probably went to 4 or 5 different shrines just for New Year's. Leave flowers for relatives, stuff like that. Didn't play any games really. I was so busy during that whole time. I mean, y'all were busy too. So I mean, it's cool because normally during New Year's, especially during college years, maybe I would go home and visit family, or a lot of times I'd just be working. But this year had time off, so it's good to just not do too much.
Fully experience it. Sit back and I guess because it's different for you as well. You kind of experiencing a different. You've been over there a minute, but a different type of New Year celebration versus American one. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool, especially when we New Year's we didn't do much. I thought I escaped the gunshots and the fireworks, but not really. I mean, everybody does it. I mean, you're going to hear some shots, you're going to hear something, or you're going to hear some fireworks. I don't say it's normalizing shots, but I now live in Ohio, so yeah. Anyways, that is normal. But yeah,
Kelly blasting outside.
Yeah. Suburbs, if you're in the city, wherever you are, it's probably going to be normal. So, open carry state. But yeah, it was fun. We just chilled though. Watched Miley Cyrus's New Year's Eve party. That was atrocious, and the way they did Sia was embarrassing. But I don't know why we decided to watch them, because they was a minute behind on their ball drop. So we were saying Happy New Year's, and they were still singing some song. I forget what song they were singing, but then they finally realized that they were a minute behind, and nobody cared. They just pretend like it happened at 12:01. But yeah, it was fine. I mean, I had some wine, chilled. Got the kids sleep early. Um, you know, it was nice to spend some time with my wife and just chill because we just normally don't do that. And then I watched uh I love my rom coms. Well, I don't even think y'all know that, but I love me some cheesy rom coms. More cheese, please. Give me more cheese. So I was watched Ticket to Paradise with George Clooney and old girl from Pretty Woman. I don't even know her name now. Dang, don't matter. But yeah, I ended up watching that and stayed up to like 2 and then went to sleep. That's how I brung in the new year with my wife. We just chilled, hung out. The other stuff, Christmas was a little more hectic. I had my family up here. Um, we had a whole Grinchathon. We was decked out in all our Grinch stuff. Me and my sister had a competition, and I won clearly. If y'all seen any of the photos or whatever online, I clearly won. I did the most, and I was happy to succeed in beating her because that felt good. She felt as if she had me in the first half. Well, she was wrong. She was dead wrong, actually. But yeah, I have fun just doing that, hanging out, and I think the theme thing is going to be cool because I think we're going to probably just continue it. Maybe some different themes. I don't know what next year going to be, but yeah, starting some out of the norm traditions because Christmas it's been the same, but we older now. My mom came up and stuff like that. So yeah, all the kids got gifts. My dad sent gifts. Like I said, they weren't part of Christmas because he don't celebrate. They were stuff for the kids and stuff like that too. So the dynamics were all over the place. He's like, "Yeah, give them this stuff, but don't be putting it under that tree." I was like, "You're right. I got you." So they was sitting in the corner, unwrapped, just ready to go. I was like, "Here you go, man. This from your pops. This for Big Pops, and it's not for Christmas. Though. Don't even think about Santa. Don't think about nobody. I don't care if he is Black Santa. Don't think about nothing. Just think." Gifts, you got more extra stuff, but they don't know nothing. They won, so yeah, it was just cool. But yeah, that's all I did. I just wanted to take some time off, which I was able to do, play some games, and just chilled. Me and Terrence.
You found some V-Bucks?
Yeah, no. My little brother got down on some V-Bucks though. He got a starter pack or something like that. He got like $50
Oh,
worth.
no.
Yeah, sir. He had $50 worth. He said he bought him some Spider Man. He bought him some. I said, "Dang man, you gonna have to get busy with that, ain't you?" He said. My dad said he already ran through it. I said, "Geez, Louise." I was like, "How many skins you got?" He said he got a few of them. He got a few of them now, but my dad didn't give in. I don't know if I told y'all last time. He said he wasn't buying no. He bought him a PS5. He said he ain't buying no skins or nothing.
Yeah.
His auntie bought him, so we'll see what happened next. I already know that card getting swiped and some V-Bucks getting purchased. He don't got to admit to it yet, but we'll talk. I bring this back up in probably another month. We'll see. This wraps now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. What y'all or Jalen, what you kind of do? How you celebrate?
Shoot, I'm trying to think. My mom, she had came up to Chicago. Me and my brother. So okay, we flew my mom in Chicago. So she here, brother, his girl, and then his 2 kids lay here. Little brother, he had slid up here too. We was gonna celebrate in Indiana with my brother's girlfriend family. But the roads, I don't know if I think pretty much everyone in the U.S. it was kind of we had like some bad temperatures, like some icy roads and things like that.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so me and my younger brother, we were stranded in Chicago. I mean, I could have tried to take that trip, but it wasn't no Kingdom Hearts 3 type, you know what I'm saying, ordeal because back when we had a polar vortex in January 2019, I was driving from Chicago with Deontay and everybody else in the car, like, hey man, I got to get to Kingdom Hearts at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Icy roads going 40 miles an hour took us like 3 hours to get back. But got to play my Kingdom Hearts 3 though, because That game can't stop and it won't stop. But anyway, that game ain't even all that. I was hurt, but I put other people's lives on the risk on the line to get my Kingdom Hearts 3, man. But they forgive me at this point, man, because I got them there safely. Mind you, I had an '06 Impala, so that car is a little bit bigger. Like it got like a little weight on it and stuff like that. This little Nissan Nimble, like I'm like, man, I ain't playing with this mug, bro. I don't be trusting it like that for real. I'm being honest. So, I was just like, I ain't even finna risk, messing me and my brother Christmas up or just nothing crazy, or I guess everybody Christmas or something like, detrimental were to occur. So we just decided to stay off the road and we just really just chilled there for Christmas in Chicago. So but that was cool. We did something like later on the day because they left on Christmas Eve and then came back, in the evening on Christmas. And then New Year's, I had some friends come up here. We all kind of like went out and did something on New Year's Eve. We did like brunch and then we had went to this bar or club, whatever you want to call it. I feel like people use it interchangeably at this day and age, but we was out. Yeah, we brought it in, midnight and stuff like that, and then we dipped up out of there. Everybody had a good time and stuff like that. Everybody stayed safe. We ain't hear no gunshots. I know people like to call it Chirac and stuff like that, but everything was pretty smooth. So, safe and sound. And yeah, I mean, we had old Hunters DLC in the club with us, man. Like, not just like,
I didn't even tell you, Terrence, he combated those roads coming up here to see us because our best friend came up as well, and he slid off. He went to go knock on his lady door, and yeah, I'm like, Terrence, right? Dreads, big black dude. I'm like, you out here knocking on people's doors in the middle of the night, fam? I said, you gotta. He said he just knocked on somebody's door, and she said that she's gonna have her son. The son never came or whatever. But he basically got pulled out by somebody that was plowing, and he was able to keep coming. But yeah, man, I was like, man, I don't know what your problem is, what you thinking, what's your thought process, but you an Ohio fan, you gotta understand that even in Michigan, you shouldn't be doing that. But I guess he don't care, man. He nice friendly guy. I said, no, you can't do that. But yeah, luckily everything was safe. Yeah, everything was safe, and he got here. But yeah, the roads were treacherous, and that was one of his moments, just trying to get up here to us. So, but yeah, luckily the weather didn't like hurt too much or impact too much, so it was good that way. But yeah, I mean, good times. I'm just happy that we was able to, spend that time, get that time back, and chill for a minute before we get back into this new year, new me, resolutions, all that good jazz, all that fake stuff that everybody gonna forget about come February. But it's good to have a new what's got a new attitude. It's good to have a new attitude. Pretend like you got one at least for a little bit. But I got some resolutions. Y'all got any resolutions y'all want to share before we move to
I got
something?
one.
What you got?
Well, so my last New Year resolution was to stay in the gym consistently, and I've pretty much been doing that. So, it's not really a new resolution, but just kind of implementable like lifestyle. So, definitely stay in the gym more. I'm trying to make sure I'm like going back to eating better and stuff like that. And then, one resolution that's new for me is that I'm kind of like I don't know if y'all say it, but a lot of people I say like I'm an empathetic person, and I kind of like bend over backwards a little bit. I mean, I'm still stern with certain things, but I like bend over backwards a little bit because I'll be like, this not going to take that much out of me to go ahead and go that extra mile to go help somebody. And then sometimes I consider the way people feel a little bit too much. So, and it's just me being transparent. And I don't feel like it could be used against me, which is why I'm like saying it, but trying to be a little bit less nicer, less bendy over backwards, and like less considering the people feelings because I might put myself second sometimes, just to try to feel like it don't take that much out of me to do that to make somebody else day better. I can still do all that, but I still feel like it needs to be within means and it needs to be controlled a little bit. So that's kind of my resolution right now.
2023, find your own transportation, Jay.
Find your own transportation. He said, hey, all that ride stuff, that's cut out, G. All that extra stuff, don't hit my cash out, G. But yeah, that's yeah, I don't know. I don't really interact with that side of you because I don't really ask for much. So I don't know how you act towards people that may or may not be overbearing. I know how I feel about certain things, and I know how when we have conversations, I say, "Hey, man, that did it or did that situation or something like that." But I don't know. I don't know how that. So I mean, kudos, and that's something that for sure is probably going to help you in the long run as well. Just kind of being more stern and more adamant about the things that you kind of want to have around you, per se. I know one of the things that I was trying to get better at, and this always has been that way for the last like 2-3 years, is just, gym, staying healthy, not eating crap. And it's just tough because I have a demanding job and I have a demanding household, and I don't have no time. So to be quite honest, is just I just need to, and that's the one thing I was like, man, should I just cut out video games and actually focus on the stuff that I need to focus on? But I was like, man, I've been doing this for forever. If I cut it out, that's kind of like a joy. It's like a happiness, a relief that I don't get anymore, but I will replace it with the things that I kind of want to take care of and, put more time and effort into. Because it's a time sink. It is. So really just trying to blend it now. Maybe sacrifice a few games that I would want to play and just use that time to do stuff that are a little bit more productive. I am a productive person wherever I'm sitting around. I just can't sit around. I have to do something. But it's more just using that productivity for the right things, whether it's meal prepping, whether that is actually working out, finding something to do outside of the home. Just those things are kind of the forefront for me. Is just become more diligent about my health, my wealth as well, some success in my career, and then just more so how I use my time. So yeah, I mean, that's a resolution kind of, but it's always been some goal I've been working towards. And I always shift when I have to. Like, obviously, a game has never come past or come in the way of something serious. It's more of that leisure time that I am using to relax that I can supplement for something a little bit more productive versus just relax and try to get through the week or the day or because I think once you start building those habits, those things make you feel better. And then that way, it's not feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like you're just doing it. You're doing it to actually find a little joy in it too. So it's like, I guess it's a mindset change. But we'll see. It always happens that way. And then something happens. But we'll see. There it is. Anything for you, Josh, before we move on?
Yeah, I can't let Jalen outdo me. So I'm going to be in the gym twice as much as him.
You got your muscle milk. You gotta get your muscle milk, man.
Muscle milk, vegetarian.
Man, if y'all seen these people, y'all be like, bro, they low key bones. Not really. Jalen got a little weight on him now because he been working out. But Josh is bones.
I'm still. Y'all know me. I'm still thin, but I'm 180 now, which I've never been this much in my life.
Ooh.
Dang, that boy 180.
Oh man, come join the club, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, now you can hit him. Dang, Yuri, what you been feeding this man?
Hey, that was some disrespectful stuff. I went to Japan to see my boy. I get off the plane. First thing he say is, "Dang, what?" I said, "Oh no, son, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that." Karina, like, I tried to tell. I said, "Oh, don't do me like that." So yeah, that was a
Man,
gut punch for
camera
sure.
be having people looking different than in real life. So
He says,
He said, "Boy, you're a little swole out here, and not in the good way." I said, "Man, leave me alone, man." I was
I
going
was
through
just telling
some
somebody
things.
about that, man. I
Oh,
forgot who I was talking to about that. I think I was talking to my dad or something, man.
yeah. Cooked me with less than 5 words. Cooked me.
Dang. He said, dang.
I mean, but no, I don't have like a new resolution. Just same stuff. Being productive, building my career, take care of my family. I want to get into the gym more, but like you said, Deontay, a lot of that comes. Well, I know that you really just got to make time, but I got to sacrifice something. And it's gonna be like sleep or something, so I got to get up extra early or something like that. So,
Yeah.
I want to try to do it. I feel like I can. I just got to move a couple things around, in my life a bit, and then I'll have the freedom to like start doing new stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm glad y'all thinking forward, being healthy. That's always something that we got to do as men, and especially in the Black community. And
For
I mean,
sure.
I know Jalen always dedicated, but like he really been dedicated always in the gym. Like, dang, you in the gym again? But
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get off. I gotta get to the gym. I said, gets to the gym. Yeah, even he definitely been kicking it into high gear.
And be on
So
that Overwatch gym too long or that Apex gym. Like, man, he ain't get
yeah,
better than me in this game, bro. I gotta go, better my body and stuff like that. But still, I got my eating habits ain't the best. That'd be Harold's Chicken. Like, come here, boy. Let me talk to you real quick.
yeah, fast food is the worst for sure. But yeah, it's just like I said, staying consistent, trying to do that, and hopefully next year I can be proud of myself in regards to like what I've switched around and what I've changed. So I got to get to it. But yeah,
Got the group chat, man. We always try to get back in that gym mode. Updates, 2-3 times a week at least. Start stepping stone, one time a week,
yeah.
and then move up. I just
Nah,
post on
that's
Instagram for my own reference, like not to show people, but when I go back through my memories and stuff, like okay, I was in the gym this day, just for my own like reference type of thing.
yeah. No, I agree. Keeps you honest, keeps you showing that you at least are attempting or at least going, and then it's just what you do when you go. So I mean, like I said, I will. I'm gonna try to work on that, and accountability partner might be the best to kind of have, but and then at that point, and then you got another person you could disappoint, but nah, it's just
No,
but yeah, it's a tough one. But like I said, it's just finding that time though. But okay, let's move on to some gaming related topics, some stuff that we want to hit on because we ain't really got much. I mean, we talked about a lot of the stuff that we was doing and what we did, and but we never talked about
yeah,
what we played.
no
And
news.
Overwatch,
After Christmas.
yeah, Overwatch has had us in a chokehold probably
Mm,
for the last 2-3 months. Am I saying that right? Like 2-3, like 2-3 months.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's been close to that. Probably about like because I've been playing it. Yeah, I guess it's probably been closer to that. November. Yeah.
So what we gonna do with this newfound time and fun? Are we gonna do anything with it, or we just playing it normally like we normally play something? Do y'all feel like it's getting tiring? Do y'all what's the thoughts right now? Because I mean, we started Destiny. It took us a little bit. We started Apex. It take us less time to get over it. and then it's gonna start with Overwatch. It's gonna take even less time, because obviously our time spans and our thoughts around games is getting shorter and shorter, obviously from our habits. But what y'all thinking about Overwatch? And is there any next steps with this game?
I'll be having a blast playing that mug, bro. I'll be early, like, man, I'm having fun, bro. Like, this is fun. I'm like, I'm over here, but like, I just feel, I don't know if like it's a competitive game, like I feel like sometimes the community keep it interesting too. Like when people just be, they heat you or be heating other people. Like that one person was like, I think they got mad at our tank or something like that, and then old boy said something about Moira, but you suck though or something in just left. Like talking to that Moira, I'm just looking like, bro, like. Like, I mean, I feel like that type of stuff keep it funny, and I think it make it a little bit more funnier because it is like text chat and people not just screaming on there, so you kind of just seeing what people are saying and everybody can hear it or read it, I guess. But like I said, I thought about competitive and stuff, but like based on what some of the stuff Josh said, it sounded like it's a little annoying, like some of the game modes and like the changes and stuff like that. And then I know with that, I probably have to adapt to some capacity because I'm always running Ash and stuff like that. But I mean, like, I always felt like my numbers and stuff good, like my damage and then like the amount of kills. Like, I feel like I'm efficient with it regardless, that I ain't really have to switch per se. But again, I ain't never really been really, really pitted where I needed to switch. And that could be because of the type of people that we're playing against, if that makes sense. So I don't really know.
Yeah. I mean, it's understandable, extra learning curve. And trying to figure all that out. But yeah, I mean, when I think of Overwatch, I think of it as a fun game. I think of it as enjoyable. I'm already, I play with everybody. That's how I get my enjoyment. I try people. I want to try somebody new. If I feel like we just winning, I always end up just like doing something else. Like if we're gonna win anyway, let me try to kill people with Echo. Let me try to get some flying kills. Let me do some aerial stuff. Let me be annoying with Mei. I really don't play to get the most kills because I already won. I mean, we got you. I don't really want to compete with you and trying to get more kills. I more so want to support in a different way. And then at the same time, I find more enjoyment. I don't find more enjoyment on being better at a certain character. I find more enjoyment at just understanding the game better, right? And as I continue to expand and understand the game more, understand the maps, understand who and what counters who, and how you should want to play a certain character if they're doing something, what to change to. That is where my enjoyment lies. So yeah, we kind of playing the same thing, but we're using it and we're playing it for different reasons. And I know, Josh, you've been playing it a lot longer than I, so I guess I kind of want to get your perspective on what really makes you like Overwatch now and what keeps it fresh, if it is fresh for you.
That's a big Overwatch game, man. Give us guidance, man.
No, I mean, I think the strongest point of Overwatch is all of its different characters. Like, there have been a lot of class like based shooters, but I wouldn't say Overwatch does it the best, but it does it like really good, where each character feels different from all the other ones, and they all, except for like some patch cycles, but everybody feels like they have a role that they can fill pretty good. So if you just like Mei, you don't necessarily have to play as anybody, but you can feel your contribution to the match just by playing Mei. I think that Overwatch, though, partly the community and partly because of how the game design is, like, you at some point you're going to hit a wall where it's like maybe how to put it. Yeah, I feel like I play it just because it's fun. I like to play all the different characters. Like lately, I've been playing Symmetra just because like I fought really good Symmetras and like I know how much of a problem she can be. So I just want to learn all of her like moves and setups and stuff like that. And then the other day I was playing Ashe for the first time, in which I've never played Ashe, but like I can see why Jalen likes her. I can see why she's interesting. it's not my favorite type of character, but it was still fun. So that's why I like it. I feel like it has a bunch of like endless combinations to just try new stuff.
Right.
Feel
Have
like for
mercy.
us though, I mean, eventually I don't like healing, so that's gonna be a problem. But I'll try to learn Mercy at some point. Um, but for us, I feel like a lot of times we in competitive games we hit like a wall where it's like I don't know the tiers, but let's say we play in competitive whatever Rainbow Six and we in like the gold tier and then we rank up and now we in platinum. But once we reach that next tier, now all of a sudden the people that we playing are like are really really good, and uh we would have to invest a lot more time to continuously be able to compete with them, and I feel like that discourages us from like playing.
Hmm.
And I feel like that can happen in Overwatch. I don't know how they do the quick play matchmaking, and sometimes it's like really easy matches, and then next time it's like clearly these people are like a tier above us.
Yeah.
I personally don't mind because I feel like losing is just a part of any game. Like, you know, I I can still do good in this match even if we lose. But you know, overall, if that keeps happening, that can like make us not want to like keep playing the game. And I don't. And what I was gonna say is like I don't know what's gonna happen with Overwatch in that sense because like if the matchmaking is gonna do that, it's gonna keep like pushing us to better and better people,
Hmm.
or like ping pong in between weak people and strong people. It might like discourage us because like I feel like we're getting really good. Uh, like uh Jalen only play Ash, but he's really good at Ash, and Deontay switches between a couple different characters and learning how to get good with them, like Widow. But I don't know, like I said, if we are getting pushed into like the higher ranks, are we gonna have to learn how to play different characters and stuff like that? And is that gonna be fun? Because like at the end of the day, like I never push y'all to like, you know, oh Jalen, I need you to switch from Ash and go be Soldier real quick. Because like I don't care about that stuff. Like even if that would quote unquote make us win, I care more about us having fun. Because like that's why I'm playing the game with y'all to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good, perspective to have, and it kind of got me thinking about the whole why we quit Apex, and I was like, but I don't think we ever hit a wall with Destiny outside of Trials. I mean, Destiny just in general, if we hop into Crucible, we was gonna win, or we was gonna do good because it wasn't much
Yeah,
else
when they
to.
messed up
Yeah,
Trials and made it 4v4,
yeah,
that's when yeah.
yeah. It became pretty stupid, and we couldn't like really get. Um, and then at that point, it was too much of a time investment to kind of keep playing to whoop people because we could. It was like, yeah, we got to do this, that, and the third. We got to be healed. We got to be like, and most of the time they would change strategies and we have to find new strategies. And we were kind of set in our ways where it was like, I don't think I should have to change every little thing about my, way I play to kind of get with this new meta. They just kept changing the meta. I was tired of it. So
Mhm.
it was that that really stopped us from playing Destiny. It was the meta changes, not necessarily a like difference. It was just more so the meta kept changing, and we wouldn't want to change with the meta. We liked warlocks, we liked void walkers. They bumbled them to the ground, and then we was like, "Well, I'm not finna go play with no storm dance or something stupid. I'm not gonna go play with that. I'd rather play with this." So that was kind of our issue with Destiny. Apex, it was kind of similar
Well, we hit a
to,
wall in competitive in Apex.
yeah,
Uh,
but we never really played Apex all like that well. Like we would only play Apex to
what
out
season was that? I know
season,
y'all play
like the
competitive
season
Seer.
more
after
than me.
Olympus, season after Olympus. So I think it was the
Okay, yeah.
When they brought Seer in.
yeah, I think that's when they brought in Syria. Yep, you're right. Um,
Mm.
or 2 seasons after Olympus. Whatever the case may be, that's when we kind of stopped wanting to play in a way where we were playing competitively because a lot of the stuff that they were doing, like I know Josh Chalin complained a lot about people tap strafe doing that dance on him, and people starting to use mechanics in the game that kind of propelled them to have an advantage over everyone else. That kind of just felt like, okay, tap strafing, people flying across the map, people using a lot of like trickery within the characters built in to kind of do weird stuff. And Jalen running around with a lifeline, he's not a movement character. So, and that was his character. So that's how it is. Like, at some point, I don't know when, Overwatch is probably going to be the only game that doesn't truly change or makes a true impact to a character in a way where you can't play her or play the changes are so drastic that these characters are not gonna be obsolete or something like that. I think they have a really good balance on it. So I don't ever see Ash becoming irrelevant. She might get nerfed a little bit, but irrelevant is a little harsh. Whereas, because they're a little particular about their nerfs. Whereas, Apex, they want stuff to change. They want you to feel like it's a new situation. Overwatch seems like they don't want nothing to truly change drastically, like, 'cause they want to keep that core player base happy. That I don't never see them actually doing something like that. I don't know, because I know that a lot of people used to say like May had a freeze or whatever, and she could freeze you, and if she would actually freeze you if she do her little thing or stuff like that. But I don't know how drastic people have like, oh, I can't play her no more. I'm never going to play her again because of these situations. But I don't know because I never played the first one. So that's why I was kind of trying to get your input on whether it feels fresh, whether you're just like Overwatch because it's Overwatch, or if you had like any thoughts on getting it to
for
that
me,
point.
it still feels like Overwatch. Because like you said, they don't do like big drastic changes. They might do one character gets like a big change. I mean, if you look at the last patch notes, they only patched like 5 characters, and it's like 40 characters in the game. So yeah, they do it pretty slow. And since I've been playing so long, like I'd be like, oh, look at that Reaper. Reaper never gets patched ever. Like he's been the same character for like 7 years. And so it's like, I know what he gonna do. He only got 2 moves. He gonna teleport. He gonna do his phase, and he gonna try to use his super behind you. So, like, yeah, he's super predictable. But if you're not like paying attention, he can wipe the whole team. And it's just like those situations where like, I like being knowledgeable, knowing all the characters, because like that can really help the team. Because I can, go bully Reaper or stuff like that. And what I was gonna say about Jalen mentioned competitive is that I don't play competitive in a lot of games, but Overwatch is the one I played the most, and I feel like I learned a lot from competitive because y'all know the Overwatch community, they toxic. They gonna tell you exactly what they want you to do. And you're like, oh, Ash is not a good pick. We facing against I don't know, a May and blah blah blah, and she a counter pick to this and that. So you'll learn a lot from it, but it's a toxic experience, so it's gonna make you hate playing the game. But what I was gonna say is that the game itself is still fun in the quick play mode. I just like getting on with y'all to fight. And I feel like we learned a lot in that, and so you don't have to get the what do I want to say? You don't have to get the all the negativity of the competitive mode to still get competitive matches. It's just it's random though. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll do good. It's just I don't know how we personally will like adjust to the competitive mode.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, I was just thinking of like, what is the next thing, if it is anything, or if we're going to kind of continue to play this, because I don't mind playing it. I just know in the back of my mind, how I always think, I'm like, okay, am I getting better to do something with this, or I'm just playing it to play? and that's fine just to play it to play. I don't really have to have an alternative objective. Like I think that's where it becomes obsessive. Right, we have an alternative objective, like in Destiny. I wanted all the gear, I wanted all the exotics. It became obsessive. In Apex, I kind of wanted all the gear, I wanted all the cosmetics, and I wanted to be able to learn and play with everybody. It became obsessive. So at Overwatch, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that attachment. I just feel more about. I just find it as fun and refreshing in that sense, where I'm just playing something to play it and having fun. But the more I play it, and the more I do things and see things to be able to manipulate or compete better, it starts to tie that brain off. Okay, well, what if I'm getting good at this and I can main this person or I can main these three people, and I want to take that next challenge on. What is that challenge? But right now, I think we should be okay with just playing, honestly. Because that's what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you're going to do anyway. It's not like you're going to go in, guns blazing, taking on going to competition, something like that. It's just more about now switching that challenge, I guess, adding an extra challenge to it. Because I do feel like we do win a lot. And at some point, maybe their matchmaking is just going to put us with them dogs. Because they have did it before. And it's been very interesting, especially when we get back-to-back dogs and then we get some puppies.
Yeah, we hate that. We hate
I hate that. Because it makes you just feel like, oh, this is a gimme. I'm like, bro, do not give me no gimmies. I want straight competition, but at the same time, it's supposed to be fun. So chill out, my boy. Just have your fun. Play your different character now. You can just go run around with Echo. You ain't gotta be so aggressive, and you don't gotta be yeah.
They keep giving us gimmies because y'all getting Diva Bomb too much.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started on Diva. Her fake trajectory and her fake radius. I was like, your radius so fake, bro. I'd be behind the wall. She still blow me up. I'd be on the opposite side, dude. I jumped up one time. And all I saw is my head just barely went over the bus. She blew me up. I said, get out of here, this game. Dumb. I was already out of the frame by the time it blew up. I still got blew up because I was in the air. I was like, bro, this is dumb. But yeah. She got some weird trajectory and she got some weird radius for real. But they gotta give her something.
I say I do like. I don't know how y'all feel. I think Deontay might have said it before, but I feel like Overwatch is a game where teamwork does make like a big difference. And it's like even if we lose and if we like can coordinate, like we need to get a pick on that Mercy and then we can fight these other people or something like that, or we got to get that Widowmaker because she going off.
Yeah, it definitely gives you those small wins within the battle.
Feel the changes. Because it was I don't know if it was me and Jalen or if it was all of us, but we were losing. It might have been me and Jalen yesterday, but we were losing like 95% of the match. And then at the end, we got like a really good push, but we just couldn't get to the end. But like we had to pull it together. And then they couldn't stop us. We had like 2 team kills in a row or something.
Yeah, it was like I'm trying to think. I feel like it was. Did we get it? I don't know. I know what you're talking about too.
It was on that Coliseum map, but yeah, they pushed us all the way to the end on our side, and they were super close to winning. And then for whatever reason, we were able to like push through them, almost get it to the top of the stairs on the other side. But yeah, they had been dominating us the whole match.
Oh yeah, I for sure love doing that. I just straight tenacity. Like your will to keep going, because it's like it be like, bro, I'm about to give up, but then you just keep going, and some way you freeze 4 people.
Yeah,
so
bro.
Annoying, dog. You freeze 4 people, get the smack daddy, and that's it. That's the game. There it is. We just did that today. I was playing on the Steam Deck. and at the very end they was gonna push it past our point where we had pushed it, and it was in overtime. I threw the thing out, and then my man's I call him Ron Rada. I'm keep gonna call him Ron Rada. He went through the back, and he killed all four of them. And I was like, yes sir, yes sir. And they killed me though, but I was like, yes sir, we win that, we win these. But they was definitely for the beat us.
What Russell Westbrook say? Good execution.
Good execution. Yeah.
No, I remember that game too because it was on that Coliseum. They kept pushing, and then we did get that team kill and start pushing, and then I think we got another team kill. We was like really pushing them, and we was keeping their healers down. I think they had a Kariko that we was like, we got to get her, and then I think they had a Mercy. I forgot. I think they might have had a Mercy or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I got the highlight. It was a Mercy, a Farah, and Kiriko, and a Winston.
Yeah, we was like, I'm like, man, we really pushing. It's overtime for a minute. I think we lost like at the end of it.
Yeah,
I
we
think
lost
that's a good game
because they just really had the spawn advantage on that. But yeah,
yeah, but it'd be you start coordinating, you kind of like spawn kill a little bit. But all right, yep, we got the Zenyatta down. We ain't got to worry about the Discord or coming through. They down a healer at this point, so like when you can kind of keep that. And then I remember I had talked to one of y'all about it. Like, is it actually better to quote unquote team kill, or is it good to stagger they respawns and stuff like that? So you almost have like a 4v5 or something, or 3v5 most of the time because they don't got no time to really regroup or whatever.
Yeah,
that
it just depends. Like letting people get away and people wanting to die. I've seen Josh say like, yeah, he wanted us to kill him. Like that. I remember one time we were fighting what?
Yeah, you see it with Mercy all the
rats.
time. Like she'll just not moving, because she want to, get killed. You know we're gonna kill her, and then just kill me now so I can be back with my team and we can regroup.
Yeah. So I definitely seen that as, it's a strategy, of course, because staying with your team is very beneficial in that game, and not trying to run off and be a stone cold killer. You gotta actually stay with your team to get heals. So it's really important in there. So we say all this to say we like an Overwatch. We really love the game. It's addictive, and we're probably gonna play it for a lot longer. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on Overwatch, but you already know we are kind of
fun games is fun.
Addicted. We at this point we addicted.
Drop that battle royale.
What can I say? We like games. we gonna go back to Halo Infinite once they drop the battle royale.
Nah,
I'm ready.
Man, come on, Jalen. What you mean, nah? Hey, they dropped Ash in that mud year ago, but
and they already got the DMR clone.
Oh yeah, they just got the DMR clone. Oh, they need some TNT for your boy. But yeah, let's move on. Avatar made $1 billion. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, did you watch the movie, Josh? Did you see it?
No, I ain't watch it.
Yeah,
I watched the first one. It was straight. I feel like the impressions are still similar. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Still,
because I want to see it in IMAX, but I don't have.
It's not that deep, but yeah.
Yeah. I want to see it.
I haven't even looked up like the theaters because like it's IMAX and it's also 3D, too, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go see it. It's probably gonna be an event. I was gonna go see it by myself, but I ain't want to. But I mean. At least they're making money off of it. I just felt like it was going to be I was just hoping it wasn't going to be a flop. It's not like I'm looking forward to any of the other movies. To be honest, I know they already shot scenes for the next one. I think the next 2 films or something like that. Because they didn't want the kids to age out or whatever. That's what James Cameron was saying. But yeah, man, I think they needed to get that $1 billion. 14 days, still a long time, but I mean, at least they had $1 billion. They on their way to kind of being another high grossing film. I like art, and I like when people take their time with art. I don't really like when people rush things, and I want people to be rewarded when they take their time, even if I don't like it. So that's my whole ordeal. I mean, deal with this whole movie is just kind of like we're losing a lot of valuable artists and creators to the microwave age, and I'm kind of over it. There's plenty of games out that, and I think it's just an abundance of access. It's like the level of access you have. Like people, anybody can create a game or get to starting on a game and like create something from nothing. You've seen Vampire Survivors, and that's a really cool game. And but there's people that just kind of abuse it, and you got your SoundCloud rappers, and stuff like that. It's just kind of like too much, muddying up the water. So I like when people kind of take their time. I don't like when people just have a big budget and they waste it. So hopefully the movie is good when I go see it, and it's decent enough and that he did enough of, because he been wanting to wait for the water effects to come, and I want to see how he do this water or whatever. So I want to see if it's really going to be impactful versus just another same old. So that's why I'm going to go see it in there, the best theater with the best IMAX with the best seat, so I can make sure I'm experiencing the way he kind of wants us to experience it. Because if it's a dud, I'm gonna come back and say it's a dud. But yeah, but at least they made that money. I think that was in 14 days that they made that 1 billion. So kudos to James and his team. Hopefully he can redo it again at some point. Hopefully not another 12 years from now. Well, how long? What did the Avatar original come out? I think it was like 12 years ago. Was it 12
It's
years
been a
ago?
while.
2009. That's even more, G. 14. Sheesh. Okay. But yeah, that one made 2.9 billion. So they made $1 billion already. So hey, I mean, inflation, of course. You guys to account for inflation, but at least they doing their thing. But yeah. Okay. Well, anything on your minds? I think I only got my OLED TV. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, my monitor. And I got so I'll talk about VR, and then the scamming the kids from on Roblox. Have y'all ever been scammed before? Like scammed when y'all was a kid? Like something happened. It wasn't like a terrible scam, but it was something like you got a bad trade or something like that. Like somebody said, I give you this for some of your Pokemon cards, or they said something like basically they use their advantage of them knowing a little bit more about something to their advantage to take something from you. Or no.
Oh yeah. Really. It wasn't a scam because it was more thievery. But I was in
thievery. Oh, that's the worst.
The first grade, and we'd be trading Pokemon cards. And I forgot what card it was. It was probably like a Charizard or something like that. But somebody wanted to trade me for it, and they wouldn't offer nothing good, so I said no. But I put the stuff in my locker, and kid, not really thinking about nothing. And come to find out later, somebody went in my locker and took it. And I'm like, oh, well, now on, ain't nothing going in my locker. So yeah, that's all. But no, I feel like I was always smart enough to see and be certain people who be trying to scam you and get over and stuff. And like, nah, I'm good, or nah, you can't borrow my DS, or nah, you can't do this because you sus. So
my dad made me go back into a Levi store. It wasn't a Levi, it was Dickies outlet. We went to Dickies outlet, and he made me pay, and he walked out before I got my change, and they didn't give me $10 or something like that. And I didn't want to go back again. I said, it's fine, Dad. I don't want it because I'm non-confrontation. He said, man, you better go. So So I had to go back up in there and ask for my regular change. He's like, Deontay, look at your receipt. Look at your receipt. I was like, okay. So I went back in there, fumbling around. I think you did give me all my change.
Watch out, big head boy.
So yeah, that was my first. That was my first.
You know, you like $5 over.
Yeah, that was my first because we went to Dickie Outlet because I wanted some new pants for school, and you know Dickies was in at that point.
Dickies, boy, I was just thinking about that like yesterday when I was listening to Soldier Boy. All white Dickie pants, ass on my chest, at the spot, all the girls. Soldier Boy, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, get you. I had some all black Dickies. So yeah, he give me my full change back. So Pops made me learn a hard lesson. He said, "I'm not going there with you either. You about to go in there and ask him, and if you don't get your stuff, then I'll come in." So yeah. I don't even know what happened after that. I don't know if I just because it was so embarrassing or if it was something like. I don't think it was traumatic. It was more embarrassing than anything. I don't know. I blanked out the rest. I just know I had to go back in there and get my receipt and tell him that he didn't give me all my change. So,
did you get your monies back?
I think so, because my dad wouldn't have let it go. He is not the type of person that say, so he lost the money or something. So somehow it got resolved. I just don't remember exactly how it was resolved. But I do know that was the first time I felt like somebody got on me and I just wanted to let it go. So, but nah, Pops wasn't having it. Pops wasn't having it. So, but yeah, hard lesson, but it was an important lesson because I just never went back. I never was afraid to kind of speak up in regards to like stuff like that because he kind of made me speak about stuff like that.
You was equipped for Jack Welch at that point.
Yeah, I was equipped for Jack Welch. Yeah, the Jack Welch Chronicles. I was already ready. I was like, nah, man, what you doing? What you doing? I need at least a little song back. I remember we had like 3 different parts to that saga, man. There was so many parts to that saga. It was ridiculous.
Jack Welch Chronicles. It was, even though we handled him and stuff like that, we was going up against Nintendo at that point. We can't win, can we? Jack Welch, bro.
Yeah, too many sagas. We had too many sagas in that one. But yeah.
I think as far as me being scammed, I think the only time I'm sure I've been scammed or like stole, like trading. No. I had a shiny Charizard, bro. And it's part of me just being stupid. I had a shiny Charizard card, bro. I don't know if y'all know nothing about that card, but them cards is like, I think that was like one of the like few expensive Pokemon cards, if I remember correctly. I just seen something about it like the other day, honestly. Granted, it wasn't in. I'm a kid. I'm in 2nd, 3rd grade. It ain't worth a whole lot because it's like kind of messed up or whatever. But yeah, I had a shiny Charizard card, bro. And tell me why this dude was like, yeah, bro, some. Mind you, I ain't got no Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I traded that mug for a red eyed black dragon. Thought that mug was cold, bro. I was just sitting there looking like, man, I got 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards now. Like what did you say? I was like, bro, why did I do that, man? It was just, I was just like, man, that's stupid. Like, come on, guys. Like,
so he took advantage of you.
Took advantage of me. He said, yeah, this red eyes, bro. Like, you seen what he do on the show. And I'm like, man, he do be going on, man. Bro, like, I'm like, man, this fake blue eyes dragon. And then, like, I think the thing that made it worse is like, all right, shiny Charizard, you got to get them a booster pack. Booster pack cards usually worth way more because they random, right? They loot boxes, like loot boxes before loot boxes is there. You get the same cards and, you got your 1 guarantee rare. But, yeah, that. And then, so basically I got bamboozled with that because that red eyes came in at 10. I think the 10 was like the Joey starter pack, maybe like $9, $10, $11 at the time or whatever. You get a little Joey deck or whatever from Yu-Gi-Oh. And then I think the other time I got finessed was, man, I guess we all got finessed with this with GameStop. Like, Oh
Yeah.
man, you got a lot of games, bro. Come get this $10. I know you got 4 PS4, PS2 games, but get these $10, my boy. So
No, for
that,
sure.
yeah.
Definitely left out of there feeling like I just got robbed. I went
Yeah,
in with
I think,
7 games, came out with one and $10. Like, man,
bro.
I feel robbed. Yeah, I feel
And the
robbed.
Game Informer subscription.
Yeah, right. Coming out there with the new. He said, "Yeah, you make sure you grab your magazine on the way out."
That
Cooked,
magazine.
cooked. I said, "Oh, this one talking about this, but that's how you get your news, man." I'm telling you, I was dedicated as a kid. I was like, man, I gotta read everything that's coming out. I used to go back to the back, do the little trivia, and I used to read all the what's they called, the previews. But then it was the I go back to the reviews and look at all the games that came out, and I was like, I circle the ones that at least had 8. I was like, let me check this one out. I'm talking about gamer. But yeah.
I used to be like that. You have to see what games coming on there because that's how you learn about them back then. I didn't know about like certain websites. I think I used to be on like Game Revolution or like Game FAQs.
Yeah.
And then I'm with cheat code books. Like,
Yeah, cheat code central, CCC. Oh yeah, that was my go-to when I was playing all those Grand Theft Autos. I said I need the flying whip. Yeah. So print media used to be fire. Low key, like I used to like print media. That's why I still used to get them Game Informers till they stopped it. But print media was definitely cool because it was just like you had like this, and then if you go to the next month, you can go back to the old month and see what the previews was and then what the game was when it finally came out and people liked it. I remember one of my favorite covers was the Arkham Asylum Game Informer with the Joker on it. I was like, man, this cover cool. I remember putting that thing up on my room. I was like, man, this look cold, dude. He had him out there. It was like something, dude. I don't even know. I think I still got them at my dad's house, some of my Game Informers. But yeah, man, print media was funny.
yeah, this mug is kind of icy.
Yeah, my icy. But yeah, I guess I can move on into my purchase, man. I'm always purchasing something. So I went and bought me a monitor for the tech heads out there. If you don't know, OLED TVs are like some of the best monitors you can buy on the market right now. You can find them for a good price or whatever. So I did end up buying another OLED, but it was a 42-inch. So it's just small enough to fit on my desk. Actually, I got a pretty big desk, so it's not just small enough. But it's small enough for me to not feel like I'm looking at a TV. I'm actually looking at a monitor, at least pretending to look like a monitor. But it's amazing, people. Like, if you haven't bought an OLED ever, I'm telling you, 55% off. I don't even think it's 55% off anymore, but it was 55% off and well worth it. I was going to buy Sony InZone. Get that garbage out of here. This was $100 cheaper. And it's way better. Simply features, VRR, FreeSync. It got the G-Sync. It got the HDMI 2.1 support, HDR, Dolby Vision. It got the, Dolby Atmos support. Anything you can name that you need on the TV or in a monitor, because it's dual. And it got the mirror. It can split screen on 2 different types of screens. So if you want to make this thing 2 different screens for your computer, you can do that. That's how cold this thing is. So, yeah, I bought some more. I bought another television. Still ain't telling you the price, but I bought a television, and
how much was the sale?
Yeah,
I
tell
told
the
you.
folks, man.
I told you it's 55% off.
Man, just give
55%
us
off.
a range of what it was. I'm just curious. How
Man,
much if I want something like this, man, what do
Yeah,
I need to
what's
spend,
the
man, as a
serial number?
consumer? I
you
What's the
can
I
look
need
what's
a
the
new
at
serial
TV.
you ain't you don't need no 42. Get you a 55 or something.
You said wait, what size you got?
42.
Oh, you only got a 42? Well, I mean, you
Mm.
said it's a monitor though.
Yeah, trees like a monitor, yeah. So,
Man, what's
yeah.
this thing called, man? What's the serial number? Or not the serial number, the model number.
Dude, it's an OLED, LG OLED.
Josh,
But
I'm over here trying to see if I'm being great and trying to get a new TV because my LG TV getting old. I'm like, man, I might need to up my resolution after playing on my dad TV. I was just looking like, man, my junk is kind of looking trash with the Overwatch, bro. Hold on, like,
you need them ash kills and crisp effect, man.
man, they looking more crisp, man. I'm like, this blurry TV. I think it might have been that fake HDR I had though, but
Man, you know
Um,
Jalen was 720p for the longest.
oh
man,
man. You know he was. He was
heavy
still
high
720p
plasma.
I.
He's like, I can't see it. I can't see the difference.
That man crazy.
I see it now, man. Once had one of them plasma 720p ones or 1080i, and I'd be over his house, them Smash Bros. Colors be bleeding and stuff like that, man. I'd be like, man, get rid of this TV, dog. Like, I'm bleeding colors. I'm like, them extra
Bleeding
vibrant
colors.
fake colors. Like, man, this junk fake, dog.
Bleeding colors, yeah, man. Yeah, I told Terrence when he came up here, I said, man, upgrade your eyes. He's playing those simulation games. I told him to stop playing. I said, upgrade your eyes, Terrence. He said, I don't see no difference. I said, you know what? That's why I like you, Terrence. You're a simple man. I appreciate that. He said, I don't see no difference. I said, yeah, that's what it is. And you know, I think I appreciate people that can say that and like not care, because I'm like, I can't no more. I got too used to it, and now at this point I see everything. So yeah, but yeah, I bought another TV. If you want to see more information about it, I did some updates on it. I did some PlayStation 5 settings stuff. If you want to check it out, you can check out the channel. And I have put up some stuff about that as well.
Yep,
So
that
yeah.
right now, BCD Universe.
Oh my.
I'm on that mark right now. I'm finna see how much this TV costs on me.
Yeah.
The LG
Anyway.
C2 OLED. Okay.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Damn.
It's annoying. But yeah, anyways.
Too many zeros.
It wasn't no. It wasn't nothing crazy. But
No, I
it
want
was
nothing crazy.
it,
You
it
talked
was
about something higher, way higher than this before. Okay.
yeah,
Would you spend that money, Jalen?
Huh? On something that I cut on and off to cut a video game on and cut the video game off that I don't play as much just to play Overwatch? Nah.
That's not me though. I play everything.
Yeah, you utilize your TV. I give you that. I don't utilize mine off right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna cut it on. No, I'm gonna play Overwatch tonight.
Yeah, man. Well, but yeah, yeah. I'm not too. I'm happy that I got it because it was on sale, but at the same time, probably could have waited on something else. But I enjoy this one enough to feel like it's going to be future proof for a very long time, and I don't think I need anything else. I have the 55-inch, so I don't think I need nothing, honestly. And I kind of wanted to clean up my space because I had 4 monitors going, and now I only have 3, but it was getting a little cluttered. So, anywho, next thing was, I don't think that, I mean, it's pretty much, we just talking about kids getting scammed, which we already talked about, our sales getting scammed. But mostly it came about because people in Roblox, kids are scamming other kids out their money and out their Roblox funds and stuff like that. And like this whole article they did on Kotaku about it. But if you know about the playground, you know it's went from physical to virtual. So there's no difference. You was getting scammed when you were a kid. When it was physical in person, at least you knew who your target was and who was going to try to get you. Now you got to worry about those fake friends online. But there's a different type of scam. But at the same time, we had to learn those hard lessons. They going to learn those hard lessons in the story. I don't think it's some... I honestly feel like if you don't get scammed in your lifetime, you never know when to not trust people. You just don't trust people all the time. So at some point, somebody gonna get you, and if they don't get you, they probably gonna impact somebody around you. So yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a rite of passage at this point. So yeah, not too bad. Not hopefully nothing like heinous or someone take somebody's credit card and run up a whole year's worth of rent or mortgage payments. So I'm not talking about that type of scam. Talking about those careless $20. Oh, you stole my Pokemon cards type situations. So those are different. Harmless, but at the same time still disappointing. But yeah, I mean, I ain't really got much else unless y'all got something else y'all wanted to talk about. I think really this was a light episode simply because it was not much out there. Topic wise, I think we kind of covered everything. I know VR was one of the things we're going to cover, but honestly, it's this. VR is it's like it became a bigger joke ever since Mark Zuckerberg got involved. It wasn't as big of a joke as it is now. I think it's because he's just so adamant that the metaverse is going to work with VR that now everybody thinks it's a meme, but in reality, it's some great technology behind it. It's just that the fact that the people that spearheading it are a little kooks, a little bit. So, but yeah, that's all I got. What y'all got? Anything else? Anything y'all want to say to the people? Anything y'all want to throw out there before we bounce Skillet Dash?
I was just gonna say, scamming, bro. Just make sure y'all get hip on that. Then you can find other ways, not to scam people, because I ain't encouraging that, but to understand like things to look out for, and then things you might be able to take advantage of within like the fine print. So,
absolutely, fine print is my best friend.
Look at your mileage may vary, Deontay, or Lupo Jalen.
Your mileage may vary. I love those. Hey, yo, I said you gave me something I can argue? Oh, boy. Let me head up to the store right now. I said, no, they got this for $15. Y'all got it up here for $120.
Nah, y'all gave me some gray area, man. You know what I can do with some gray area?
Remember I took that receipt? I was like, yeah. I said, my friend got this. See, that boy was from California. My friend got it for this. I said, let me see you the evidence. He said, all right, we'll go ahead and we'll go over and make an exception this one time. I said, for sure, one time. I'll see you next week, baby. Nah, just playing. Man, definitely nothing illegal. Don't get me wrong, nothing illegal, but fine print is my best friend. But yeah. Quarry was really good, Josh.
Quarry was good.
We didn't finish it all the way yet, but we about to. Mm-hmm. But the stuff we played was pretty fun. Me and Terrence kind of went through it in one, like most of it in one night. I think we got unfortunately he had to leave by the time we had to finish it all up, but we did enjoy it. Actually, they had a lot of surprises, and the funnest thing was that actually Terrence stuck there making choices when he made choices. He would pretend like they weren't bad. dropping keys, losing stuff. I'm like, bro, and missing quick time events. But he was actually doing pretty decent with some of the quick time events. I was like, look at that. He ain't playing them simulation games. That's how Spider-Man you was playing right there coming at you. So I was teasing him with that stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the video. I want to thank you guys for listening. As always, if you enjoy it, don't forget to like and rate us very highly on your Apple, wherever you listen, Spotify, wherever you listen to this podcast. And we appreciate you, especially if you got to this part, because that means you listen to us through the entire time, and you're the real OG for that. But until next time, I want to thank you guys for listening, as always, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.